Imagine walking home after a Christmas party. It's just after 4 a.m. The streets are almost empty, and rain is falling over the city of Dublin. A security camera captures you smiling as you walk through the night. Minutes later, you vanish. No struggle, no screams, no witnesses. More than 2 decades have passed, yet nobody knows what really happened to Trevor Deely. His disappearance became one of Ireland's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. The CCTV footage of his final known movements has been studied thousands of times. Every frame has been analyzed. Every possible clue has been investigated. But one detail still sends chills down people's spines. A man dressed in black appeared to be waiting outside Trevor's workplace before silently following him into the darkness. Was it just a coincidence? Or was Trevor being watched long before he disappeared? This is the true story of Trevor Deely.
Who was Trevor Deely? Trevor Deely was a 22-year-old bank employee from Naas, County Kildare, Ireland. Friends and family described him as kind, responsible, and easy to get along with. He had a stable job, close relationships with the people around him, and no known reason to disappear. On December 8, 2000, Trevor attended his company's annual Christmas party in central Dublin. Like many office celebrations, the evening was filled with food, drinks, music, and laughter. By all accounts, Trevor was enjoying himself, and nothing seemed unusual. As the party came to an end, he said goodbye to his coworkers and began making his way home. It was cold, dark, and lightly raining. The streets were becoming quieter, as most people had already gone home. And before Trevor disappeared without a trace, one strange encounter would be captured on camera.
The night begins. After leaving the Christmas party, Trevor Deely made his way through the streets of Dublin in the early hours of December 8, 2000. His first stop was the bank where he worked. He arrived at around 3:30 a.m. The building was quiet and empty, but Trevor had one reason to be there. He wanted to pick up an umbrella because the rain outside was getting heavier. Security cameras at the bank captured him arriving, calm and unaware that something strange was about to unfold. Inside, Trevor spent only a few minutes. He collected the umbrella, exited the building, and stepped back into the night. But just before he left, something or someone appeared outside. Standing near the entrance was a man dressed entirely in black. He was holding what looked like a long, dark object, possibly an umbrella or a bag. The man did not approach Trevor. He did not speak. He simply stood there, as if waiting. Trevor walked past him and disappeared into the rainy streets of Dublin. And that brief moment would become one of the most important clues in the entire case.
The last CCTV footage. After leaving the bank, Trevor Deely continued walking through the quiet streets of Dublin. It was now around 4 a.m. The rain was still falling, and most of the city was completely empty. Streetlights reflected off the wet pavement, creating long shadows across the road. Several CCTV cameras captured Trevor as he walked alone. In the footage, he appears calm and unaware of anything unusual. He moves at a steady pace, heading deeper into the city. But what makes this footage disturbing is not what Trevor does. It's what might be happening behind him.
Investigators later reviewed the recordings frame by frame. In some angles, a figure dressed in dark clothing appears to be following at a distance. The same man who was seen outside the bank may still be nearby. However, the quality of the footage is poor. The figure is unclear, and nothing can be confirmed with certainty. Still, this would be the last confirmed sighting of Trevor Deely. After this moment, he simply disappears.
The mysterious man in black. The most unsettling part of the case is the unknown man seen outside the bank. He was dressed completely in black, standing silently near the entrance in the early hours of the morning. Security footage shows him holding a dark object, possibly an umbrella or a bag, but his identity has never been confirmed. What makes this even more disturbing is the timing. The man appears just minutes before Trevor leaves the building. He does not interact with anyone. He does not seem to be waiting for the bank to open. Instead, he stands in place, almost motionless, as if observing. When Trevor walks past him, there is no confrontation. No words are exchanged. The man simply remains there in the shadows. Later investigations could not identify who he was or why he was there that night. Police interviewed dozens of people and reviewed hours of footage, but no clear explanation was ever found. To this day, his identity remains one of the biggest unanswered questions in the case. Was he a coincidence in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or something far more connected to Trevor's disappearance? The search begins. When Trevor did not return home that night, concern quickly began to grow. At first, his disappearance did not seem immediately suspicious. He was a young adult in a busy city, and people assumed there could be a simple explanation. But as hours turned into days, and no contact was made, alarm bells started to ring. Trevor's family and friends began searching for answers almost immediately. They contacted hospitals, checked with friends, and retraced his known movements through Dublin's streets. Police were soon involved, and a formal missing persons investigation was launched. Officers reviewed CCTV footage from multiple locations, trying to reconstruct his final journey, step by step. But every lead seemed to end in the same place: the streets of Dublin in the early hours of December 8th, 2000. After that moment, there was nothing. No confirmed sightings, no calls, and no physical evidence of what happened next. It was as if Trevor had simply vanished into the night. The investigation into Trevor Deely's disappearance continued. Police worked to piece together every possible detail of his final movements. They collected CCTV footage from across Dublin, interviewed witnesses, and reconstructed his route through the city in the early hours of December 8th, 2000. One of the key pieces of evidence remained the footage from outside the bank. The man in black was closely analyzed, frame by frame, but the image quality was too poor to identify him. Despite extensive efforts, no match was ever found. Investigators also explored whether Trevor could have voluntarily left the area or met someone he knew. However, there was no evidence of planned travel, no financial activity, and no confirmed communication after that night. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, the case grew colder. Leads slowed down, and public attention began to fade. Still, detectives never closed the file. The case remained officially open, waiting for a breakthrough that never came. And with every passing year, the mystery only deepened. Theories.
Over the years, several theories have been suggested to explain what happened to Trevor Deely. One of the most common ideas is that he may have been the victim of a random attack after leaving the area near the bank. In this scenario, something unexpected could have happened off-camera, away from any witnesses or CCTV coverage. Another theory suggests that Trevor may have met someone he knew or trusted that night. However, there has never been any confirmed evidence of a planned meeting or suspicious contacts before his disappearance. Some have also questioned the mysterious man in black. Could he have been involved in Trevor's fate? Or was he simply an unrelated passerby caught in the wrong place at the wrong time? Despite countless discussions and investigations, no theory has ever been proven. Every explanation has gaps, unanswered questions, or missing evidence. What remains is uncertainty. A case built almost entirely on fragmented CCTV footage and silence. And that silence has never been broken.